I had a good talk with my friend Lily, like I said in my previous video that I'm uploading. She said, the Canadian people voted for me in emergency, and she said all town call 911, to ask for an emergency vote for me in my favor. She said the Canadian females all voted. She said everybody has a cell phone and we all talk to each other. She said we all rounded up together and we'll do so again. She said, if they want to screw this up and vote for and do an electoral vote, we'll call 911 again and we'll do the same thing. Lily mentioned a few other things like she wanted a commitment, and stuff. She said I don't have to forget my first wife. I can still have a second wife. She said it's not my fault. My wife died and stuff. She wanted to be that. She wanted to have kids. She was a little heartbroken. So I'm sorry, Lily. For everything. But yeah, basically, she insists that I do not voice act Master Chief. She said I had good ideas. She said, it's good. She said, but no, she would not want me to do any movies or voice acting or stuff. She said, no, we Canadian females need you on active duty. We need you working. We need you to be, handling stuff for the country, and not doing some voice acting and stuff. So. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying I don't want to. Oh, I don't want the roles. But I have so much stuff to do. So it's up to debate. It's up to see. But yeah, she won't keep me posted. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Time for smoke. Lily, I knew her back in high school, but she was not in high school. She was a bartender at Dooley's, where I used to play pool with my friends on dinners. It was cheap, couple bucks, play pool for half an hour, at the bar at the Dooley's. So that's how I kind of met her. But yeah, she kind of moved from bar to bar over time. She worked in different bars and stuff. She also said she also worked in landscaping prior, and stuff like that. She did some minor landscaping. And she is a biker supermodel. She happens to be paid a lot of money for bikini pictures and stuff. Said only a nice guy like you would end up so lucky, and she said it's up to you for what happens next, Said it's your decision at the end of the day. She said basically just no, I would have wanted a chance, Poor girl. Kind of like how Susan wanted a chance too, My friend Susan. Lily said you just have to accept to have a lot of girlfriends. As leader, especially of this country, and the people who vote for you, the people who idolize you, she said you have to accept to have a lot of friends. A lot of girlfriends, basically. She said you can still have a wife, but you have to have a lot of girlfriends. It's part of the deal. So it's like, okay, whatever. Said the female community will again vote for you. We voted for you, and we'll again vote for you. That's what she's saying in my head right now. So cool. Thanks. We'll see. So yeah, I would have to sit down with Hells Angels head honchos, I guess. Luckily, I happen to know some of the guys, some of the bikers. I won't say their names and all. I don't want nothing. But luckily, I happen to know a few bikers. Because I lived in rooming houses, right? I just happened to live in an area or a house that I ended up meeting a few bikers and going to bars and stuff, so forth. One of them I worked prior at Primus. We worked together. He was in technical support and I was in sales. He happens to be a biker nowadays, but we happened to work together for the same company before, So it is what it is, So I might be able to do a deal for marketing, production, and distribution. We'll see. We'll have to dot some numbers down. And I hate talking about money. That's one thing. I hate talking about money. All I want is for medical purposes, right? Me is to save lives, That that's my aim, So, and I appreciate Lily, mentioning not all the club wanted my girl dead. She said some of them are idiots, but not all the club would have committed this, So. My dad used to be a Hells Angels member back in the day. He paid to get out, and I ended up in policing, in law enforcement. Go figure, My fake dad, Gene, killer of my daughter. He actually screwed the club, a long time ago. So I'm surprised, But anyways, so yeah, I spoke with Lily. Long time no see. I haven't talked to her in person for a few months because I don't go out anymore. I don't drink. I quit drinking. Well, not forever. Just I don't need to drink. I feel better than not drinking for a bit. I needed a break, And I realized I hurt her feelings, like others. It's not my idea. It's not what I wanted to do, Lily. If you watch this, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. And I'm sorry. So yeah, I've been chilling. I haven't been up for very long. Just playing my games, Jurassic Park, collecting stuff, and there's a tournament on, so I've been doing that. Tiger's well, she's in the room, I think. I have GTF2 on the line, Yeah, that agent said, we have our own lab, but it would cause a revolt among organized crime, so we might as well give it a legal shot at a business meeting. Talk to the actual club and see if we can do a workaround that would benefit both parties, both for medicine. It's for medicine, we could save some cancer patients, Showing reduction in tumors, increased airflow, much less coughing, much less pain in my chest, much less vomiting. It's showing improvement over my overall health, as it's suturing my cells much quicker and reducing inflammation. It's definitely showing a reduction in inflammation and constriction in my lungs when I ingest the drug. Is it a temporary fix or an actual fix needs to be determined, but it's showing improvement on my overall quality of life. Symptoms, secondary symptoms, no, nothing much to report. Maybe a few boutons, nothing much, a little acne, but nothing major to report. No, I don't feel odd. I don't feel minor diarrhea, but that's only because it increases the process of absorbing the matter, and the fecal matter becomes more fluid, because it increases absorption of chemicals in the stomach, right, and in your intestines, and thus your food is better digested. Yeah, you absorb more of the elements of your food. Yes. Therefore, I eat much less. And yes, again, for me, it's food. I eat much less when I'm on the drug. It's food. I'm kind of like Godzilla. I feed off radiation because of my fishing, because of the chemicals that made my body are a little different than most people. So I absorb radiation, and I emit radiation, both at the same time. I refract and refract. Because I'm a stronger chemical, I need different chemical variants to fill in the blank. So for me, sulfuric cyanide is actually healing instead of dangerous. For you, it will kill you. You get a lethal dose of cyanide, you're dead. You get the needle, you're dead. Me, I can take 4 and laugh and walk because it happened. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It happened at the hospital. I got injected 4 lethal doses of what? Semi-lethal doses of cyanide. Yes. And I survived. Why? How? Well, that's the thing. It's my fission, my chemicals holding my body's structure are stronger. I have stronger chemical bond within my fission that allows me to be able to ingest these different chemicals,